Sweet.
Hello guys, welcome to Football Obsession. 1 second, let me move my camera. That's better. Today we're going to be reacting to the UEFA Champions League draw. I can hear myself. 1 second. Today we're going to be reacting to the UEFA Champions League draw with Kine. A lad called Jay is also going to be joining in a minute. We're also going to be reacting to the heartbreaking news as United fans that there's a huge possibility that Ronaldo could be going to City. And it's very. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
It's obviously very heartbreaking that's a possibility. We've had news break from the last 12 hours. We'll discuss it in a few minutes, but first of all, I'll just read out the teams that we could draw against in the Champions League. We could draw against Chelsea, Villarreal, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan, Sporting Lisbon, Lille, Real Madrid. Oh no, we can't draw against them. So that's pot 1. Pot 3 is Porto, Ajax, Shakhtar Donetsk, RB Leipzig, RB Salzburg, Benfica, Atalanta, Zenit, who actually follow me on Twitter, Besiktas, Dynamo Kiev, Club Brugge, BSC Young Boys from Switzerland, AC Milan, Malmo, Wolfsburg, and I'm not sure of that other badge. I'm not sure of it. I'm not going to act like I know the other badge, the last one in pot 4. Well, who would you be hoping to draw?
I'd say I kind of want Leipzig to get a bit of revenge for
Okay.
that season. Ideally, just an easy group.
Yeah, I would completely agree with that. I completely agree. I don't want at all a group of death, which we've had for the past 2 years. We've been in the Champions League. The draw may take a while to come on, by the way, because you know what they're like. UEFA and BT and Sky, they like to drag these things out. But Flaxton says the Athletic just confirmed it. Can you confirm what the Athletic have just confirmed? Do you know what it is, kind of?
I don't know. I'm assuming it might be something to do with Cristiano.
Yeah, I've just checked here now. Manchester City are holding talks with Cristiano Ronaldo's representatives ahead of a possible move this summer. Where would you say you are on the percentage of it happening? I would say I'm 50-50.
I think around the same, because I feel like he could go.
Yeah.
But there's also a bit of me that thinks, I feel like Ronaldo as a player knows that he shouldn't be doing that.
No, yeah. It's hard. It's hard to deal with as a United fan. It's very hard to deal with. It's almost like our best player of all time. Well, maybe not our best player. Obviously, we've got many. We've got Bobby Charlton, we've got Wayne Rooney, we've got George Best. But our best player of all time is going to go to our direct rivals. And people can say Dennis Law did it. People can say Pete Schmeichel did it. Andy Cole did it. But it's not the same. It's not the same because City weren't our direct rivals at that time. City are our direct rivals in the league and in Europe now. And like most of us that are alive now, that are watching this in the first place, have grown up watching and idolizing Cristiano Ronaldo. Obviously, like it's not just him as a footballer; it's him as one of the most famous people of all time. In my opinion, he's the most famous. Some of my family don't think so. But if obviously you look at the amount of Instagram followers he's got, for example, I always use the example if I said to my nana, "Do you know who Cristiano Ronaldo is?" She would say yes. But if I said to my nana, "Do you know who, let's just say, Bruno Fernandes is?" She would say no, because Cristiano Ronaldo is such a world superstar that is idolized across the world, not just in terms of football. In football, people who don't even like football idolize him, and I assume you've grown up idolizing him.
Yeah, I've only got 2, but I've still got Ronaldo shirts, one from Juve.
Yeah.
And I think it's also because even if he never played for United, there's just something about him that when you look at his childhood, that you can idolise on where he came from and how hard he trained, where he is.
Yeah. I can't say inshallah forever 197 because I do know what it means. It means like God willing, please God sort of thing. But obviously in like Muslim, but I don't want to say it in case I offend anyone on here. I know that I offend enough people. Is Ronaldo leaving? Football Talk TV says I'm not. I think it's 50-50. I don't know if you've actually seen the news that the guy Fabrizio Romano works with, Francesco Porzio, has said, as reported by and someone's at this this journalist has said Jorge Mendes has landed in Paris this afternoon after meeting with Juventus. So hopefully he goes to PSG, but it's a very difficult one. You know what I mean? I thought last night, and I'll probably repeat this several times throughout the stream. I thought last night the media, and I do believe that they actually did this last night, whether it happened or not. The media were drumming up news to get us all arguing, to get us all angry, to get us all talking. To then we're all arguing and something, and they're all making money from clicks. You know what I mean? It's sort of a divide and conquer sort of thing. And I may sound like I'm going on with myself, like I'm a Facebook mum or whatever. But I'm not like I have looked into this sort of stuff, into divide and conquer. San Miguel, Adrian, obviously I can see you've got a Liverpool profile picture there. So I assume you mean the goalkeeper, Adrian. Donny says, with our luck, we'll get Bayern, AC Milan and Ajax. Yeah, that's very true. I remember when we got Bayern. Sorry, what?
I was just going to say, I reckon if we did get that group, I think we'd still go for it. I think we could get second in the group. It depends.
I'm not sure.
But I could see us. Bayern is the team that would be confident to beat us.
Yeah.
I think we could beat AC Milan, and I feel like we could definitely beat Ajax.
I feel like we could definitely beat AC Milan and Ajax 100%. But you've then got, like, our team, especially in Europe, can lose to any team on any day. We lost to the team that's bottom in the Turkish league, Istanbul Başakşehir, due to terrible defending. I know people could say that was a one-off. But I'm just going to give the example, and I'm not trying to be negative. We lost to Sheffield United in the league. You know what I mean? We could lose to anyone on any day. But I'm hoping we do get an easy draw. Right now, all I can think about inside my heart, it's genuinely hurting about Ronaldo. It's been hurting all day long. I've not been able to stop thinking about it. I assume you've been the same.
Yeah, it's tough to even think about just the fact of seeing him in a City shirt.
Yeah,
I mean, it's tough seeing the news that he could be going. And normally it's just when there's loads of other clubs involved, so you think he's never going to go. But when it's
completely.
Looks like Ronaldo is going to go to Manchester City.
Yeah,
it's just tough to think about.
Yeah. Paul says, "Hey lad, mate, I hope you're all right. I hope you've had a good day. I assume not many of us have had a particularly great day due to what's gone on. What's gone on the whole day, basically." Harley says, "Man City will get the easiest." Yeah, I assume so. They always do. Is that the badge that I didn't recognise? Is it called Sheriff? Okay, it's called Sheriff. Yeah, I assume they will get City group. Yeah. Denver Bar terrorises man, says San Miguel. Yeah. Gerrard slipped on his arse, didn't he? I think we'll know by tomorrow if it goes on or not. I'm not sure. You see, people are saying, obviously, we do need a CDM. We've been discussing this for ages, haven't we, Kyle?
Yeah.
But it's a very difficult thing because, like to judge right now, because I would say, if someone gave me the option right now, and I know obviously not, I'm not going to give them the option, hypothetical, to close the transfer window right now and we don't get anyone else, but Ronaldo does not go to City, I'd close the transfer window right now. Is that what you do?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's two sides of it. Of that DM could be the reason we win a Premier League.
Yeah.
But if we do go and get a DM, that could also be the reason Cristiano Ronaldo, the man that's like known for being a United legend, ends up going to our rivals.
Hiya, Jay, mate. You all right?
Yeah, not bad, mate. How are you? You all right?
Very, very stressed after today. Obviously with the Ronaldo news, what are you feeling about it?
Oh, mate, I'm absolutely gutted.
Yeah, same.
I'm absolutely. But you know what? To be honest with you, I don't know what's going to happen because, like you said, there's been lots of rumours. He's been linked with every club going in the last sort of like 3 or 4 years. whether it be PSG, whether it be us, whether it be Man City, whether it be even LA Galaxy won it at one point.
Yeah.
But this one just hurts a little bit more because obviously, if it does go through, then it's just going to be an absolute dagger in the heart, isn't it?
Yeah, it hurts a lot. It hurts a lot. I don't know if you've seen over the past hour or so, Jay. I was just telling Kine this. The guy Fabrizio Romano works with on Twitch called Francesco Porzio has reported that someone else has reported Jorge Mendes has landed in Paris this afternoon after meeting with Juventus as well. So that's our only hope. I just want the transfer window. I want this nightmare to end right now, this second. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's exciting, but I think that over the last sort of like 3 or 4 years, the transfer window for us has been always sort of like either a last minute sort of like deal going through. It's not been nice to us, and I feel that like, you know, Twitter's great and everything like that, but there's all this sort of like negativity. You know, United fan base at the moment is so reactionary as it is, and I think this is just going to tip us over the top if he goes to City.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I was saying to you, Kyle, and I was saying on Twitter as well, I think the media don't help us in any way at all. No. Whether it's a United correspondence, whether it's City correspondence, or whether it's just like even us reacting to Fabrizio Romano news, which obviously I had him on my podcast, but and I loved him on my podcast, but the way we react to news so quickly like that from a Fabrizio Romano tweet with a click of a finger, it's not healthy at all. When Obviously, I know that world does this in general with any sort of news at all, but it's very like you say, reactionary. It's very, for example, if we draw a game, people are going ollie out, and it's very, it's like how sustainable is this? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's obviously not great for us. Like it's like mind games for us today. We're like playing with our heart on our heartstrings. How are you feeling about it, Kine? Obviously, I know you briefly explained, but how are you feeling about it exactly?
Yeah, I just think that I kind of just want to wait, because when I do see stuff like news constantly coming out, it keeps you thinking he is going to go City. So I'm trying not to look as much, but it's hard when you know that he's my idol and it's just someone I don't want to see go to Man City.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I assume you've grown up like loving him, Jay, in terms of obviously a footballer and just as a man in general, like how great he is as a footballer.
Yeah, I think that like he's achieved everything, and it's like it's that thing that we have over every other club, isn't it? That one of the, if not the greatest player of all time, played for our club. You know, Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal. They've all had great players, but they've never had the best. They've never had someone that can easily sort of like arguably people would say is one of the greatest, if not the greatest. And I think that's the most disappointing thing about if he does go to City. I still think that Jorge Mendes is trying to get him out of there, and I think City are the only viable option. I personally don't think that Ronaldo will want to go there, but he's the type of character, he's in it for himself. That's what makes him the great player. Do you know what I mean? He was selfish. I think that he said a few things after he left us, and that he was held like a slave, and he didn't agree with the tactics in the 2009 final against Barcelona. He came out straight afterwards and said, I don't understand why we played that formation. But all in all, he's always been respectful. I mean, I know that you've been to you're a season ticket holder, and you'll have seen the reaction when he came back with Juve. He's loved. He's loved.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I completely remember. But it's not great. Obviously with the reaction right now, like I keep saying, but whatever was going on behind the scenes over the past weeks, I feel like Ronaldo has sort of agreed to go to Chelsea. To City. Sorry, I've got so many things on my mind. I was going to say
Chelsea in the room now.
I feel like I've got so many things on my mind. But it looks like he's agreed personal terms, and I'm not just being reactionary. I genuinely do agree. The draw started, so obviously I will be reading out the draw as well. But I also seen as well that Madrid have bidded another extra 10 million for Mbappe this afternoon. So that could have a domino effect on Ronaldo going there. What do you think, Kine?
I think that he's not going to go this summer, like I said in the podcast today.
Yeah.
I think it will either agree contract for him in January and he does leave next summer. But
okay,
he will go to Madrid, whether that happens in January or next summer.
Yeah. Do you agree, Jay, or do you think it could have a domino effect this summer?
I think there's two for this deal and the magnitude of this deal for it to go through within literally 5 days left. I think I just don't think it'll happen. I think that he'll probably go in January because I think that he doesn't want to sort of leave for a free because he wants to respect PSG. And I think he does want to go to Real Madrid. But if he wants to sort of follow Ronaldo's footsteps, he should come to us first, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mikey, just to let you know, you said link to the group stage draw. It's on BT Sports YouTube channel. They're live streaming it right now. They're just showing highlights of last year's Champions League. And that broke my heart as well. I kept saying all over last season, City are going to win the Champions League. City are going to win the Champions League. And my uncle kept saying, no, don't say that. Don't say that. And it got to the fact that obviously the Champions League final day, it was a very weird day for me because I had to do things to sort of distract myself, watch the playoff final, went for a walk, played on my PlayStation, and then it came to the game and it was a bit mad. Obviously, City didn't turn up without playing the CDM, and obviously it was a bit crazy. But who are you hoping to get in the draw, Jay?
Well, I want us to sort of get a decent team. I know a lot of people say want the easiest teams and stuff, but I wouldn't mind either Bayern Munich or Atletico Madrid, purely based on the fact that you've got to play the best to be the best. And I think that if we get that kind of, I don't want too hard a draw. I don't want it to be Ajax or Monaco and I don't know, maybe who else is in that third pot? I can't remember.
The third pot, let me check now. I've got it here. You've got Ajax, you've got Atalanta, you've got Benfica, Porto, Shakhtar Donetsk, Zenit, and Leipzig.
Yeah, there you go. So you want to avoid them kind of teams, but I wouldn't mind us having a Bayern Munich or
okay.
I mean, Atletico Madrid would be the ones that I would really want to avoid because I feel they play a defensive structure and they're always difficult to break down, and we're not really that great. So far, I'd like a big club, just sort of ease us into it.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. I agree with you. I don't know if any of you've seen it, or I don't know if you can see it on the screen. Benjamin Mendy has just been he's been charged by the police for sexual assault. He's not been proven guilty, but he's been charged by the police for 4 counts of rape and one. I'm reading this via the Cheshire Constabulary. 4 counts of rape, 1 count of sexual assault, 3 complaints aged over 16 between October 2020 and August 2021. I'm going to say he's innocent till proven guilty, but City have done the right thing as a club by banning him. But what would you say, any of you, both of you?
Yeah, I think until he's proven guilty, just as a safety measure, you kind of do have to give him a bit of a punishment. Because you've also got to look at media backlash. If he doesn't,
it sort of takes you back to the Adam Johnson thing, which obviously it was disgusting, and I felt Sunderland should have definitely suspended him at the time, and they didn't. What do you think about that, Jay?
Like you said, completely agree with you guys. I think that there's no room for that in society.
No.
And if he has done anything like that, then he needs to get the full wrath of the law, in my opinion. But until he has been proven guilty, I think we've got to just let the whoever do what they've got to do. But like you said, it's disgusting if true. And,
100%. 100%. Paxton says PSG have the team to win it. 2 stats. They do have very, very, very good squad depth. Can tell you that for sure. Do you think anyone else can challenge them, or Jay? Sorry.
PSG. Do you know what it is? Right. It's like the old school days. I don't know if you guys are probably too young to remember, but Real Madrid used to be this kind of club. They used to buy the best from whatever league it was, whether it be sort of
like
from South
Beckham,
America,
for example.
Yeah, Beckham, Kaká, Ronaldo, all these type of people. Ronaldo R9, that is. And it worked, but it didn't really sort of like be this sort of Harlem Globetrotters sort of like effect. It was always sort of they let themselves down. I don't know. Yeah. I think that there's a lot better teams.
Yeah,
but they've got the best individuals on paper without a shadow of a doubt.
I agree. I don't think they've got the best manager per se. Do you agree? What do you think about like their team and the manager kind?
I think that they have got, as in what Jay said with the players, but it all does depend on how they play together and how Pochettino plays. Because if he doesn't play the right style of football, they can easily get beat by Pep, Tuchel. Ole could even do a bit of it. If he just outplays him on the day.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you completely. They're just going through the managers in the Champions League at the moment, but hopefully we do well this year. It was shit to see us go out on in the way that we did last year. We were one goal away from going through, and it was
Martial mixed that City, didn't he?
Yeah. Like we should never have gone 3-0 down to Leipzig after 20 minutes anyway, but. Like we nearly pulled it back towards the end, and obviously we had that like agent trouble with Pogba, didn't we? About 24 hours before the game, and it was very, very stressful for all of us as well. But it's a bit mad, isn't it? How we all let football control our emotions the way they do.
We'll see after this draw, see what it's like.
Yeah.
I think that, like you said, it's. I think they're all, it's football Twitter. It's like a drug. Every time, like I go to the game, I go to home games, and like you know what Old Trafford reception like. Sometimes you can't even. You're in the game and whatever, but you just want to know what's going on Twitter. But when it's away games and you can't get to the away games, it's honestly like it's like a drug. You see, you're more constantly looking at football Twitter, and you're watching the game, and you're like this, and you're like, what's going on?
Live tweeting, like I live tweeting. And obviously, I'm using it to grow my channel as well. So there's no really avoiding it pretty much the whole time during the days. It's a bit difficult for me. I was like involved in like just Instagram in general. I've never posted really on my Instagram page, but not like I don't have a football Instagram page. I have a personal one, but I follow loads of football pages. But like since the Super League, I've really come into football Twitter, and it can get really toxic, and it is doing today.
Yeah, it will be. I'm just constantly looking at Twitter here to see if any update on Ronaldo. I think this is going to be literally every hour is going to be something different, I think.
Yeah, it was like I said, we take you back to the Super League, and it was like that with the Super League, weren't it? It was like every 10 minutes there was news, and that's what it feels like now. It was awful. But yeah, it's been a horrible day for football if it really does go to City. Like it's not just United fans. It's like if they're going to do this now, like they've just spent 100 million on Jack Grealish, what will they do in the future? Do you know what I mean? They've never really been spending 100 million. They've been spending 60 million, 50 million, etc. until this summer. Do you agree with that that the future may not be in good hands with the owners?
Yeah, because the majority of the time when they've spent a lot of money, if you look at it, it's over several different players.
Yeah.
And it's just like 30, 40, 70 mil maybe.
Yeah. I always ask myself as well. Whether, like, let's just say a hypothetical scenario, both of you, that if City's owners did decide to sell up, and we know exactly why their owners are doing it, it's obviously a project, a marketing campaign to hide what they're doing in their own country. If they did decide to sell up, do you think City, like the Manchester City as a club and as a business, would be a new sustainable model to keep going, like as at the top level? I know they've got all the top facilities, but do you think it will be a sustainable model?
No. Well, obviously around Manchester they've done a lot, haven't they? They've done a lot of fan experience. They've done well with that. They've built obviously a load of training pitches and stuff. So they've set them up for, I would say, the next 40 years. They're a global brand now. They're obviously doing bits over in America and with New York City. So they've got long-term objectives, which I feel like they're going to have to they're going to have to rein it in at one point. Obviously, with the FFP at the moment and UEFA or whoever FIFA saying that they relaxed it over the pandemic and stuff, which is fair enough. But like you said, they've got the foot through the front door now, and I feel like they're not going to go anywhere. But if they did, to answer your question, if they did, would City be? No, I don't think so. I think what would potentially happen with them is what happened with sort of like Blackburn when they had all that money when Alan Shearer played for them. As soon as that money went, obviously now they're in League One, maybe Championship. So
Championship.
Yeah, so it's like you just don't know, do you? But I like the rivalry, but at the same time, I feel as if they did sort of like continue what they're doing, I think they could go away with it.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. They're going to start the draw now. Hopefully we get, in my opinion, an easy group, but I know you want a tough team, Jay, and you want like a relatively easy group, but maybe a tough team don't you?
Yeah.
But
I just think,
I agree with what Jay said. I agree with what he said, because although you want easy teams to just get through, if you only get easy teams and then go straight into a hard team in the round of 16, they're not going to be ready for it.
No, I agree.
And then you get a big team.
Yeah, you're right there. United Keno says, have you seen the menu news? Disgusting. I have, yeah. Like we were talking about just about 5-10 minutes ago now, and I've said I'm personally taking the mantra of innocent till proven guilty. I know he's been charged, but it's not gone to trial or anything yet. If it is true, like Jay said before, he should take the full wrath of the law, but we don't know if it is true. I would just want to say something as well, by the way. I tweeted, I do hope Sir Alex Ferguson has been in contact with Cristiano Ronaldo today.
Yeah.
I assume he would have been. 100%.
Well, I can't see him sort of like keeping stum about it. Obviously, he's and I don't think any of the other lads will be as well, like Rio and that, and Wayne. I don't know if they keep in contact with him, but it'd be good if they just sort of like, I don't know, because like at the end of the day, if he's got that intention, that means like he should know that for himself. He's 31. Yeah. What is he? 35? 30? What is he? I don't even know how old he is now.
He's like 36, I think.
Yeah, like he needs to know that for himself. Do you know what I mean? Like he knows that we loved him. We made him. Do you know what I mean?
We still sing about him. We still sing Viva Ronaldo, like all
the
Bruno
time. The Bruno song.
His name's in that song. Like he's a massive part of our history. We can't just wipe that history away, can we? He was an integral part to us winning the double in 2008, which I'm not actually old enough to fully remember, but I remember some games, and obviously and I've watched pretty much every game since then. Like replayed, you know what I mean? And that history can't be wiped away, and it's gutting for us.
Mate, this Champions League draw's like waiting for the chicken to come home to roost in it.
Honestly. Oh yeah. There's a new update for Ronaldo, by the way, via Fabrizio Romano, which I will read out. While this is 17 minutes ago, while Juventus are still asking for 28 million euro to 30 million euro fee for Ronaldo, as they won't sell him on a free. Jorge Mendes is directly talking with Manchester City and discussing about personal terms / contract. Juventus are still waiting for Manchester City decision about 28 million to 38 million to 30 million euro fee. United Keno says, who do you think we'll get? I think we'll get a hard group as pretty much normal, but I hope we don't. Like we've discussed this a few times now, but hopefully we don't get a hard group.
City will get Sevilla, someone like Zenit, and Malmo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know if you've also seen as well. McTominay has got injured today, which is obviously sad for us. He's still a good player, no matter what hate he gets or whatever. And I'm wondering whether it could push us to move him, to bring a midfielder in, or will it be Donny's time, or what do you think will happen, Kyle?
I think regardless of him getting injured, they stole the chance that we do get the centre mid or the midfielder. Because even though he's injured, you've got to think there's Donny van der Beek, Fred can play, Mike can play.
Yeah, 100%.
There's still players to play there. It could give them the extra, right, we need to go and get a midfielder now. When is injured. Or they could just think, we weren't going to get one, and there's still plenty of midfielders that can play.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I agree with you. I agree. I completely agree. I don't know why the club don't realise we need a midfielder. I'm not sure why they're not realising that. Does anyone else look at Alexander Ceferin in a different light since the new Champions League draw since the new Champions League format? By the way, do you look at him in a different light?
Yeah, I kind of I love the away goals rule, but I can kind of understand why they got rid of it, because it was just people would do the exact opposite. So they got rid of it because home teams would just defend away teams would defend in the first leg. But then in the second leg, they just do exactly the same at home. So it's kind of a weird. And I don't think your team should go out on a draw, although it was really exciting when you do get the away goal. Yeah. Well, at least one less thing you have to explain to the missus, you know what I mean? So I suppose,
yeah. But yeah, I don't know if you've also seen, though, there is from I think next season or the season after, there's going to be a new format in the Champions League where teams like, for example, Arsenal will get a safety net. For example, if you've ever won the Premier League, Arsenal will then be entered into the Champions League, no matter where they finish in the league.
Really?
Yeah. There's a safety net. This is why I think this is partly why the Super League came about. There's a new format. I don't know. I assume that's why. For example, you may not have seen it because of the Super League news. It came out that same day of the Super League news. They brought it through. Had you seen it, Kyle?
I'd not, but hearing it sounds ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Should have a safety net to go into the team with a competition with elite teams. Regardless of where you finish in the league.
Yeah.
Joke.
Completely. Yeah. Pardon, sorry.
So it's an absolute joke.
Oh yeah. It's. I seen it. Well, there was a rumor that they were looking to introduce a Champions League week where there's four games of one Champions League game and then four big games. For example, Barcelona and United, if they're not in it, just friendly games, but just to sell tickets. That's just a rumor. I can't see it.
I wouldn't go to that.
No, I wouldn't. Donny says ridiculous. Arsenal can just finish mid-table now. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It'd be like with the Super League where they could just finish last in the Super League if it happened. Personally, I've said I don't know about you. I've said I will still wait until the 31st of August because that's when it was supposed to start to see if it happens or not. Because they did come out and say this is happening without our consultation in the first place. So it's very
I just think they just need to. Yeah, sorry, mate. Go on.
I was gonna say with the Super League, I feel like there's a way you could get that to work. Do you know how?
I'm not sure.
Not how they had it, not the format they were using, but I think kind of in a sense of not to replace anything, but part of the season towards maybe the end, when the teams are at the start, where you do have a little bit of a competition with the elite teams.
But let's say, like I was speaking to you about Norwich yesterday, and I was saying, Jay, Norwich obviously are so bad that they're going to get relegated anyway. But there's that chance, there's that hope that they can do a Leicester and win the league, or they can finish in the top four. Sheffield United were in the top four, not last season, the season before, for most of the season. Obviously, they dropped off towards the end, but that's besides the point. The Super League, in my opinion, Norwich, let's face it, are not going to get promoted. Not going to get invited to the Super League. So it ruins the purpose, in my opinion, of open competition. These owners weren't here when Liverpool won the European Cups, Champions League. United won the European Cups, Champions League. Even Barcelona, Real Madrid. I know Florentino Perez has been in charge for a very long time, but these owners aren't going to be there for that. They weren't there for that. John Henry weren't in charge of Liverpool then. Roman Abramovich weren't in charge of Chelsea at that point. And it gives them teams, like them owners, shouldn't give them owners right to just go in a Super League just because of the name of the club. Manchester United means so much more than being a big club. It means it's like built within you. Do you know what I mean? It means so much more. Yeah. Do you agree with that, Jay?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly do. I think that the Super League, it's just like one of those. They tried to Americanize sort of like football over here, and like that's what they wanted to do. But like me personally, I do want to see the Champions League revamped, because I think like there should be some sort of let's say, for the bigger clubs that get into the Champions League, there has to be some sort of like say for instance you have a group stage and then you get the bigger teams into the knockout stages, so something like that, so you get more teams going into it, sort of like, you know, from all different countries in Europe. So not just like, you know, like Celtic have to qualify and have to do like loads of qualifiers. Like get them into the group stage. It's still called the Champions League. It's a bit like the Carabao Cup. Then you go and then you face like the bigger clubs that they're already there, but they had to qualify anyway. So you still have to qualify for it, but you've got that safety net that you're going to be in the latter round. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I sort of get where you're coming from. I'm someone who like, I'm not going to lie, like people are afraid of change, and I'm sort of afraid of change, not just in football, but in life. And especially in football, when something's seriously, and not transfers, like stuff like that, unless it's like Ronaldo City, obviously. But when there's something drastically changing, like Super League, I will always like remember them 2 days. It was two of the worst, pretty much worst days in years for me. It was awful. I'd never seen anything like it in football. It was such a catastrophic decision and a PR disaster from all 12 clubs. And even when I do go to Old Trafford, which obviously I went to the Fulham game when there was 10,000 fans, and I went to the Leeds game, and I sort of look and think a Super League would have been played here. Sort of gets me a bit emotional, sort of thing. It's like, I can't believe that they actually tried to do this, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know if I would be able to. I would never be able to forgive the owners. But I don't know if I will be able to go through the whole protesting and the whole thing again, despite wanting to. Do you agree with that, guy?
Yeah, I agree. I just think that it's the way they did it as well. There wasn't kind of like we're intending to do this. They're going to do votes with other people on what they think we might do. It was kind of just, we're doing this. It's becoming a Super League.
Yeah.
And it was everywhere. It took over social media.
There was no control over it.
Everyone was talking about it, and there was just nothing.
I remember, because I was watching the Arsenal Fulham game, and I saw I saw Mark Goldbridge's tweet. I hate the idea of a Super League, and I didn't really, I hadn't really seen anything about it. I know that Mohamed Bahapsi reported about it pretty much the same time that Mark Goldbridge tweeted about it, and then it sort of dripped and dripped and dripped, and by the time we were in the middle of United versus Burnley, I couldn't concentrate on the game. It was like there's too much going on. The game doesn't really matter in that moment when such a catastrophic decision is about to be made. I will never forget them 2 days. What, like, do you remember going through it all, Jay?
Mate, absolutely. Like it was. The idea of it was just sort of like gut wrenching. You just think to yourself, what have I spent the last 20 years paying money towards this club for them to sort of like want to do this? It was like you're getting backstabbed. Do you know what I mean? It was like, this is just the worst thing that could have ever happened. And I'm just so glad that every football fan, whether you're red, blue, pink, yellow, whatever colours your team are, everyone more or less we
all came together, didn't we?
Yeah. And that's the beauty of football. You know what I mean? Football brings the world together.
Yeah. I completely agree. I completely agree. That's what it's about. With like Jamie Carragher said, we have like tribalism. We have United fan base. We have the Liverpool fan base. But at the end of the day, we're all here for the same thing: to enjoy football and just to enjoy like life. Watching football. It's one of our main priorities. If we're on football Twitter, it's pretty much one of our main priorities in life. You know what I mean? Obviously you've got, like, for example, if you've got a girlfriend or if you've got kids, they come first. But if there's a chance to watch the match, you're pretty much always going to take that opportunity, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
absolutely.
They do take ages with these draws, don't they?
Yeah, honestly. Get the names out of the art.
Yeah.
Got a game on Sunday.
I know, yeah. I think it's going to be a difficult game against Wolves, even though they've lost Nuno. I do. Do you agree, Kine?
Yeah, I think it will be. I think we will win. I'm saying 2-1, but I do think it could end up being a tough game.
Yeah. What score prediction are you going with?
3-0.
3-0. I'd love that. We need a good win and bring everyone's mood up. It did feel like a loss at the time, that draw. It was frustrating, and I did overreact a bit like everyone else, and I was having a go at everyone else whilst overreacting. It's just us football fans in general, that. But we do need to lift the mood up a bit. Completely. United Kino says, why do these Champions League draws always take so long? So they can drain your money through watching advertisements and like watch retention, so you're staying on the program for so long. That's what they like. It's YouTube, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I'm streaming on YouTube now. I've not been paid or anything by YouTube, but and I do know that watch retention, if you stay on watching something for so long, you get more money. So obviously UEFA will be looking to get more money, and BT will be looking to get more money.
Are they going to do UEFA Champions League Woman Goalkeeper of the Year? Are they going to go through the whole defender, attacker, and
I think they'll do goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, attacker, and then
because I've actually got to rush off at 6:10. I'm going to the gym. I may have to end this stream early and just sort of do a reaction video or whatever. Yeah,
let's hope they get. Thing is with these draws, or like you said, it's just because they want to make money. UEFA want to make loads of money off it, don't they?
Yeah. Because they know people are going to watch it. Like, if I click on it now, it says there's 77,090 people watch it now. So I assume it's one of the most watched live streams that live right now. It must be up there, like maybe top 5. So obviously they'll be making money.
Benjamin Mendy won the goalkeeper of the year for Champions League.
Oh, did it? Benjamin Eduardo Mendy.
Sorry,
no,
wasn't intentional.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Eduardo Mendy.
His story is it's so good because obviously I seen that he was on benefits and he'd lost his job when his partner was pregnant 6 years ago, and now he's playing for. Admit like surely they're one of the biggest clubs in the world now, and I know the new money, etc. But they must be one of the biggest clubs in the world. Mendy is so good, Paul says, and that is very true. I was watching the Arsenal game on Sunday, and it looked like Smith Rowe was through on goal, and Mendy just came rushing out, and I tweeted, "Great goalkeeping from Mendy there. He is a good goalkeeper, isn't
he?"
Yeah. Pitch Invader says, do you want a hard group or an easy group? Personally, I want a hard group. You said you want a hard group, didn't you, Jay?
Just one hard play, one hard team, that's it. Sort of like a Bayern Munich, and then one of sort of like Zenit or Salzburg, and then like a Sheriff or Malmo. Something like that. That'd be a good group. So ideally, we get our predictions in. Can we do a prediction for the group?
Yeah, I'll get my notes up now. I'll just get my notes up now. Hold on.
I think the draw's actually about to start.
Is it?
Like they're talking now. They've gone behind the pot.
Yeah. So hold on.
I think they are going to actually start.
Oh yeah, he's at it now. Yeah. So okay, quickly. Bayern Munich, us,
United. Munich, Salzburg, and who else?
And Sheriff.
I'm going with United, Sheriff, Zenit, and Munich. Who are you going with? Kine?
I'd say United.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Salzburg.
Okay.
Is the team that I reckon we'll get. Can we get Ajax? Yeah.
Let me just make sure I've got the screenshot here. We can get Ajax.
If you've got Salzburg.
Oh no, you can't. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
I think we'll probably end up getting Atletico Madrid. unless
Atletico, and who else?
What's the other part that's not got?
Hold on, Chelsea. Bayern. No, we've just chose from that. You've chose Salzburg, Besiktas, Dynamo Kiev, Young Boys, Club Brugge, Sheriff, Malmo, Wolfsburg, AC Milan.
I'd say Wolfsburg is the team that I'd.
Wolfsburg. Okay. Hopefully we get the one that I chose. The one you chose is quite an easy group, in my opinion. Kind of United, Salzburg, Atletico, and Wolfsburg. I chose United, Sheriff, Zenit, Munich, and Jay chose United, Munich, Salzburg, and Sheriff. Pitch Invader says, just realised I'm on my football channel. City are 100% getting the easiest group. Yeah, they will. Paul says, I'm going for Villarreal, Porto, and Dynamo. Oh, I pray we don't get Villarreal. I pray we don't get them.
Scars.
Yeah, it hurt that draw, that loss. That even getting them. Yeah,
just Unai Emery, isn't it?
Yeah, it's popping off in this group chat, this WhatsApp group chat. I mean, most of them are City fans, and they're saying Mendy's in trouble. It's his football career over. It probably is his football career over.
I think it only is if he ends up being guilty. But the issue is he's not as big as someone like Ronaldo. Because when
not many people are as big as him.
When it happens with a player though like Ronaldo or Neymar, you don't really think what you think. They're too big to do that. They know better than to do anything.
Yeah.
And you kind of just think he's innocent. But whereas for Benjamin Mendy, I feel like a lot more people are gonna be thinking that he's guilty than innocent.
I'm not
just
sure.
Gonna wait personally until it gets announced whether.
Yeah. Because we don't know him as a person. We know him as like City fans know him more than us, but we know him as a sort of a social media merchant for City. But we don't know him as a person. We don't know what it's like behind closed doors, so we don't know whether he's guilty or not. But, we do hope that he's not guilty though for you. Well, just anyone in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
someone just put here. This is yet another timely reminder that Manchester City have had more employees convicted of sexual offences than they've won European trophies.
Yeah, they've had a few, haven't they? They've had Adam Johnson, they've had Robinho, they've had Barry Bennell, they've had a few, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've had Gary Glittner. Yeah, it's madness. Yeah. I hope they're going through the pots now. Just basically saying how it's going to work.
They're playing games, I think.
Yeah.
By the looks of it.
It will be sweet to smash Villarreal twice in the group stage. I completely agree. Calvin. I just wouldn't like to get them. I think Unai Emery is clearly a good manager. He did well with paper mache bullshit at Arsenal. And he's clearly a good manager. He did well at PSG as well, I think. Pitch Invader says if United don't get out of the group stage, we're not 10 points off first by Christmas. Ollie has to be sacked and I'm Ollie in. I disagree with that because the circumstances are crucial in this. Let's say City do get Ronaldo. I know it hurts to say, it really does hurt, but let's say they do. How can you expect Ole Gunnar Solskjaer without a great midfield, to go to be 10 points within 10 points of first? Like City could go on there on that run of to get 100 points again. You don't know. You don't know how good Liverpool are going to be. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea are going to be title challengers. I feel like it's all circumstantial. Do you agree with that, Jay?
Yeah, I just think 10 points is a big gap. That means we have to lose 5 games or something. I just don't see us losing 5 games. I see us drawing games, but 5-6 games, say for instance, if you had to push me. But I just think that if Ollie's just got to win something at the end of the season, if that means that we win and meaningful, I don't want us to win the League Cup because that'll paper over the cracks for me. We've got to win either the FA Cup, the Champions League, or the league. So if he wins any one of them 3, then happy days. But if we're in a position at the end of sort of Christmas, I reckon we'll be in there and thereabouts. I reckon we'll either be 2 or 3 points clear or 2 or 3 points behind.
Yeah, I agree.
at Christmas.
I agree. I hope we are clear. It was annoying though. We got to the top of the league and we were all celebrating for 3 or 4 days last season, and then we just messed it up against Sheffield United and West Brom in the same week. It's poor performances then, weren't they, Kai?
Yeah, I think sometimes as well the issue has been depth, because when we got Pogba injured last season, there's not really many players in our team that can perform like Pogba on his day.
No, I agree with you.
Have a lot of players that can refill a position.
It annoys me that we go 1-0 down a lot. I don't know about you two. I say to my uncle, I was saying it all last season. When you go 1-0 down, it's not always going to. You're not always going to come back. I understand it's a good thing coming back. You're not always. It's going to dry. It's going to dry up eventually. It's finally started. It's finally started. We may be able to do the full stream, guys. I'm looking at my TV. It's not showing on this stream because I may get taken.
Guess who's first? City.
Oh, my stream's behind for some reason.
Yeah, my stream's just showing it City now.
My stream's just showing it City now. Yeah.
So Jay's ahead of both of us.
Yeah. It must be the top band.
Yeah, I won't give it away then.
All right. So City. Oof, it's tense, innit? They're gonna get an easy group though, aren't they?
Oh, okay. So what they're doing now is they're drawing the groups into the teams into the group, aren't they?
Yeah. Have you seen who they've just got?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting that they don't normally get. I think they got Barcelona a few years ago, didn't they? Or Bayern Munich. It was one of them. It was like 2015, 16, something like that. I can't fully remember.
No, they haven't got Atletico Madrid. What they're doing is they're basically putting the group.
Oh, they're going one.
Yeah, they're going one each. Yeah.
Oh, group one. Or A, whatever.
So Man City have gone into Group A, then they've gone into Group B, and then Thingy have gone into Group C, and then
so long, I understand now.
Yeah.
They
do that on purpose, don't they? It's Claudio Ranieri, isn't it? That's doing it. Not him, obviously. The other guy.
Right. He does look like Claudio Ranieri, doesn't he?
Yeah. He very much looks like him.
So we want to avoid B and what's that? What's Bayern Munich?
They've gone into the same group as City.
No. They're still doing that. So they're
still doing that. So I thought they'd just gone back to the same pot. Bruno scoring against Sporting. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? But I would expect Bruno not to celebrate because just have some be humble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he'd just walk back to the halfway line.
Yeah. I love how Bruno's always moaning to the referee.
It's quality.
Always moaning. Yeah, he's always moaning. Villarreal. My mum's just messaged me. I'm just messaging her back now.
Oh, they're going to do Defender of the Year next, aren't they? And then they'll draw us. The second
they'll do Defender, yeah.
Well, they've just done goalkeeper, aren't they? So
yeah.
And there's 4 stages, there's 4 pots, and there's 4 positions.
Yeah.
So I'm just
mad, innit? 1, 2, 3. So it goes up to Group H, F even.
There you go. There's Chelsea's just come out now.
Oh, after yeah.
They've gone into Group A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah, H. Right, here we go now. Hurry up with this now so we can get on to who United are getting. Well, they can't get Chelsea. They can't get Chelsea because they can't go into Group H.
What if we got picked first? We wouldn't go into the same group as City. We just go.
No, so what they do is they'll pick our team out, then they'll put the balls in for the into the pot for the teams in sort of like say they'll take City and Chelsea's number out, then they'll put all the other numbers in, then they'll pick from that.
Diaz won best defender. Right. I've gone with a bold prediction. You might think I'm like a football hipster or whatever. that he'll just be like Otamendi and have one good season and then fall off?
I think he's going to fall off anyway. Like, he's had his good season, but he wasn't really that good. If you think
Towards
of
the
the
end.
levels of Van Dijk.
No,
Like,
he
that
was
Van
never
Dijk
Van Dijk
season,
levels. Do you agree with that,
was-
JR?
Yeah, he's a good defender. The thing is with him, he just gets his body in front of the ball, and I think
Yeah.
that's like what everyone loved about him. That he's all this old school British defender and whatnot. But for me, I just think that like he'll have one. He's had one good season, and I think as soon as he has a couple of mistakes, and he'll get dropped. You know what Guardiola's like as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'll overthink
He's leaving
it.
next year or the year after, isn't he?
Yeah, because the board didn't back him, didn't they? That's why he's.
Oh man. Yeah, he announced yesterday, didn't he? Saying we're going after 2023.
Yeah, because as soon as Harry Kane tweeted, "I'm staying at Tottenham," he's like, "Yeah, see you later."
Yeah. Paul says, "What groups can we get? Can we get B? We can't get B, can we?
Yeah.
Or can we?
I think B's Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, so we can't get C and H, I think.
Okay. We can't get C and we can't get H. Okay.
Ruben Diaz, Champions League Defender of the Season. Are you kidding me?
I thought they were going to win it, mate. I thought they were going to win it all.
I thought they were going to win the quadruple, me. I was proper bricking it.
Yeah, same. Hi, dear. Hope you're all right. I think that's how you pronounce your name. I'm sorry if it isn't. I thought they were going to win. When it came to that, I don't know how they lost to Chelsea 3 times in 3 weeks. It was madness.
Yeah.
You think surely they're going to have to beat them once? You know what I mean? Like, surely he'll have cracked the code to beat him, sort of thing, once. Madness.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just thinking that way we go now. It's Real Madrid and pop. All right, okay. They're just thinking out. They're just showing the clubs.
Yeah. It's the predictions that I've gone with for this Premier League season, for this Premier League game week, by the way, just while they're going across everything, because I'm doing a predictions thing with my family and some of their mates. City 3, Arsenal 0, Aston Villa 1, Brentford 1, Brighton 1, Everton 2, Newcastle 1, Southampton 1, Norwich 0, Leicester 3, West Ham 2, Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 2, Chelsea 3, Burnley 0, Leeds 2, Tottenham Hotspur 2, Watford 1, Wolves 0, United 3. I did actually predict 3-0 like you. Manchester United 3, Wolves 1. Yeah, I'm actually second in the table of the predictions of 11 people that we're doing it with. I'm doing all right when I don't normally do all right with predictions. Well, what was good though was I watched every. Sorry, go on.
All I was going to say about that was I think that Villa could beat. I mean, anyone could beat anyone.
Yeah,
I've got Villa to beat Brentford on Sky Bet. It is
the
Super Beasts.
Oh yeah, Super.
I've got West Ham.
Beat.
Yeah, I've got West Ham, Leicester, and it was a Villa all to win.
Yeah, I don't personally have any like online gambling accounts or anything like that.
I'm not gonna give it away when we come out, okay? Because I think I was still ahead of you guys.
Yeah,
have you just seen
it?
Yeah, Dortmund.
They got Dortmund in the quarterfinals, didn't they? Last year at City.
Yeah. They can get City, Chelsea, Sporting, or Lille.
Yeah. Haaland, unbelievable, isn't he?
It's quality.
I doubt he'd come to us though, because his dad obviously played for City.
It depends.
Group C. There you go. City's group. Oh, it's not City's. It's not City's. It's Sporting. Sporting.
City in Group A.
Yeah, City's Group A, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were C.
City's A.
Oh, it's exciting, isn't it?
It's exciting and nervy at the same time.
It reminds me of watching like the knockout round draws.
Yeah, it's. Have you just seen it now?
Yeah, I've just seen who it is.
Yeah, Madrid.
What group have they gone in? Have they just picked Sorry, I was replying to a message there.
Oh, I hope they get City's group.
Come on.
Are they good enough to beat City though? Like I know obviously the club.
I think they could.
Yeah, I think they could. It's the club, isn't it? And it's like all the history that comes with it.
Yeah.
With him and Pep and that.
Obviously, they could beat anyone. Not really in context, but do you think Ollie will start Donny against Wolves? I do, because McTominay is injured. Do you both?
I don't think he will.
I don't think so, but I hope he does.
Yeah. Group D.
Oh, Inter Milan's group.
Michael Essien's quite a funny guy, isn't he?
He just struggled to get the letter on them.
Ivanovic is holding them balls like, you know, when you go to like a gem shop or you see like on the movies then they get the gems and they're like proper looking at this. That's what he's doing. Yeah. He looks proper serious, doesn't he? Look at him.
Yeah. He was a great defender, him, wasn't
he? Yeah, he's good, man. Liverpool. Oh, stick him in Thingy's group.
City.
Bayern. No, they can't. Can I get City? Yeah, Bayern.
If we get United next,
I hope they get Bayern. I'd say Bayern or Atleticos.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bayern's.
Ooh.
I went to the Allianz Arena, best stadium I've ever been to.
It's happened again, guys.
Oh, could be.
Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Oh, Liverpool fans are going to be having nightmares.
No. Come on.
Ooh, here we go, PSG. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry
I'm trying not to look at the chat as well. Paul says yes. Pitch Invader says yes. WW does. Oh, that's the PSG.
PSG could get Bayern, can't they?
Oh!
I've not even seen it.
Oh,
they've got PSG. Jeez.
They've got PSG.
Oh, knock them out. I swear, knock them out. Oh, Messi's going to flex on him after not obviously finger.
Take his shirt off
after not going to them. Yeah.
See, Ronaldo might be playing in that game, but he might be playing for PSG.
Could be, yeah. Juventus.
Who are you going to get? I reckon they'll get Chelsea. That's who I reckon he's going.
Who else could they get? No, they can't even get Bayern.
I'm excited and nervous. Paul says PSG's battering City, hopefully.
I hope they get Madrid.
When's it start? It's like around October, isn't it?
I think.
Yeah.
October the 8th or something like that.
Oh.
Chelsea.
What PSG got Chelsea? Wait, who got Chelsea?
Juve.
Ah, she's good. I don't want to buy you though. I want Lily. I want Los Glow.
Oh yeah, that'd be decent, even though they won the La Liga. I mean the league. Eh? That's not ranked in the top 5 leagues anymore.
Oh, we're going to be last year, aren't we?
Typical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are we getting by? Yeah, no. W so far. Yeah, it's a big W, Barcelona. I think we're good enough to beat Barcelona's 16.
Get Bayern.
Yeah, Bayern or Lille.
I think we're good enough to beat Barca's team currently.
Also, we'll know now who we're getting. Because only one.
I'm getting notifications through on my phone who's getting who in the group chat, so I'm gonna I've put my phone upside down so I can't see it. E. All I can see is E.
Yeah, I think that's.
Bayern Munich.
Oh, that's Bayern. Come on.
Oh.
So we can get either Lille or
Villarreal.
Yeah, we got Villarreal.
Oh,
yeah, we've got Villarreal because Sevilla have come out now.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got Villarreal. Oh no! Oh,
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been a lot.
It definitely could have been worse, but I'm not sure we're good enough to beat them.
Oh, we are. Look, mate, over 2 legs, we would have beat them. It would. Yeah, mate, 100%. Here we go. Manchester United. We know we're getting.
Come on.
Oh.
There's a bit of an anticlimax, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think to wait to the very end and you already know.
But it was worth it because all the big teams have got hard teams in the group.
We got Villarreal.
Just going to put my laptop down.
That's fine, all right. Hopefully no good evening, Paxton says. Yeah, hopefully.
I don't mind Villarreal.
I'm not sure.
I don't think they're they're a good team, but I think that's a good enough team for us to play and prepare for the knockout round.
He's a very good manager, though, Unai Emery.
He is in knockout competition. I think in group stages it's a little bit different. If we get a point away from home, go to Villarreal, get a point away there, come back to Old Trafford and beat them, that's 4 points in your seeded one group, get a game. So I think that, absolutely. It's a really good draw for us so far. So good.
Very, it's definitely worked in our favour more than it hasn't worked in our favour. Midfielder of the season, Kante. You can't not love Kante.
I want Kante. Has he won it? Yeah. Or is this just showing the nominees?
Oh, I assume he's won it.
Yeah, he's won it.
Yeah, nice. As long as De Bruyne doesn't win it, that's all I wanted.
I want this nightmare with Ronaldo to end, man. All I can see is people talking about it.
Oh, City got PSG, man. Oh my God.
Ronaldo versus Messi, probably, isn't it?
Or Ronaldo and Messi.
If you had the choice now, Jay, would you? Hypothetical scenario, I was asking Kine as well. Without us getting a CDM now, if someone said you can close the transfer window right now and Ronaldo don't go to City, would you do it?
Nah. Thing is that if Ronaldo wants to do that, that's his own problem. That's him. Do you know what I mean? It would mean more to me if we beat City to the league and to the Champions League and he went there, because that'd be a spit in his face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Fabrizio Romano tweeted Group A, Man City, PSG. Group B, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool. Group D, Inter, Real Madrid. I can't actually click on the notification. Group E, FC, Bayern, Barcelona. Group F, Villarreal, Man United. Group G, Lille, Sevilla. Group H, Chelsea, Juventus. It's going to be very, very entertaining to watch.
He'll probably get like 50,000 likes for that as well.
Oh yeah, I tweeted last night. Fabrizio Romano could say it's Wednesday, here we go, or Thursday, here we go, and confirmed, and he'd get that 100,000 likes. He's that big.
I followed him when he had like 121k followers.
I wish I did, because I would have been able to DM him then. Someone DM'd him for me, someone that I spoke to on Twitter, I'm not going to say who it is, and asked him to reply to my email about him getting on the podcast, and he luckily replied because of that.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
He replied to me once on, I got like the first comment on his thingy. He only had he didn't have, and I just said, "Oh, how are you doing, Fab?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate. Hope you're well too."
Yeah. He seems like a very nice man. Obviously, very, very humble.
Don't he write like books about snakes and stuff? Is that what he does?
Not sure. I know that he's what do you call it? A journalist for the Guardian, obviously the newspaper. But I'm not sure about what else he does. Yeah, I don't know how he gets time to even rest.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Pot 3.
I was showing all my mates that I was on the same podcast as Fabrizio Romano was the other week.
Oh, was you? Yeah.
It's great. It's crazy because I was just showing them. Last week Fabrizio was on it, and this week I was on it.
Yeah, it's mad. Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah.
Do you think he'll come back on again?
I'd have to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say there's a small possibility. Like this is definitely not definite. It's like 0.01% that I could get Rashford on. My cousin is best mates with his brother, Dane, but it's very unlikely that I get him on.
Well, you got a chance.
My dream podcast guests though were Fabrizio Romano, like when it started out in April. Fabrizio Romano, Marcus Rashford, Roy Keane. I know Roy Keane would never come on, but I feel like I'm like him in real life in the fact that I'm always moaning. So I'd love him on the podcast. I sort of remind myself, I don't know if you both know who he is. There's a bit of a Carl Pilkington and Roy Keane. I don't know if you know who Carl Pilkington is. Yeah.
I've seen it.
Sorry for interrupting you, Kyle. What was you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, I think, even when he says like the small chance, there's always the chance, though, of Rashford could just be on Twitter. You know, you've asked him in a reply, or a couple of people in the group chat, and he sees it, watches it on YouTube, and thinks he's from Manchester, goes to United games.
Yeah.
And he could just come on it, Joe, even for like half an hour for a chat.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Even if it was a 10-minute chat, like I'd love it.
Yeah,
I
seems
love
very humble as well.
Yeah, very nice man. Yeah.
Shakhtar got into Inters and Reals.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. For Richie Orman, I just replied to Madrid Extra saying, "Here we go again." Because I think they get them quite often, don't they?
Yeah.
What group are we in again? F. Yeah.
Is it Group F, in it? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Group F.
Yeah. Benfica wouldn't be too bad.
That Borussia Dortmund Sporting game could be very interesting.
Yeah, I feel like it could go either way.
They'll obviously probably beat him, but yeah. Roy Keane is by far the best pundit. I would say personally, Gary Neville's a very good pundit. Danny Higginbottom's a very good pundit. Who are your favourite pundits, Jay?
I think if you go.
Sorry, what?
Jay,
No, you can answer. I was going to ask both of you.
Bad. But I'd say pundit-wise, for actually talking about football, to watch and listen to, I'd probably say Gary Neville.
Yeah.
But favourite as in, who's just good to watch, are probably Richards or Roy Keane.
Yeah.
They have a bit of a joke and it makes you laugh while you're watching it as well.
Yeah. Who would you say, Jay?
I like Gary Neville. I like Jamie Carragher as well. To be honest with you.
So do I. Yeah. The way they handled the Super League thing was very good.
Quality. And then I like BBC's Monday Night Club as well. They've got some really good, like Rory Smith and Michael Richards is on it. That's really good. So I do a lot of driving work, you see. So it's always good to listen to them.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Paul says Graham Souness is by far it's the worst by a mile. I do agree with that. I don't think. I actually tweeted. I don't know why. Like I say before, if people give people attention, they're going to do it more. For example, the news. We're giving Graham Souness attention by moaning about him. So that's why Sky Sports are actually giving him airtime. Like we shouldn't really moan about him. We should just ignore him. But it's very hard to do that because of his biased agendas.
Oh, that's a good group.
Group H.
Yeah, Zenit, Chelsea, and so who's left now?
On Twitter as well. I'm not sure.
This is the fifth to last team being called out now.
Oh no, Leipzig! Please, not F.
No, we can get our revenge. This is the time.
They're a good team, man.
There's too many revenge stories there.
Who's their manager?
Yeah, there's too many. We can't revenge against Villarreal. And
who's their manager?
Who, Leipzig's?
It was Nagelsmann, and he went to Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I'm not sure who it is now.
No. Hi, Warris. Hope you're well. This is doing wonders for my watch time as well on YouTube. It's obviously giving me quite. I need to get to 4,000.
Oh, what a group! Wait till you see this.
That's mad. Yeah.
If City get knocked out of that group, I will love that.
Finally, they've used all the. No wonder Guardiola's leaving.
Oh yeah,
he knew this was coming. He knew this.
He knew the time were up. Getting easy draws. Oh, here we go. Right, Atalanta.
How many teams are left now? Do you know?
So there's 1, 2, 3. Mate, they're all big clubs. Porto, Ajax, Salzburg, and Atalanta.
4 teams left.
Jeez.
So Atalanta come out now.
I think Atlanta going into Group B would be good.
Oh yeah.
Atletico and Liverpool. I don't really want them in our group.
Oh, they're in ours.
Atalanta.
That's tough.
Yeah, they're a good team as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
I'm not sure that's a W, dear. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, tell me. By the way, I'm sorry if I am. I'm not sure that's a W. They've got I know they've got a few good players, and I'm not trying to be a FIFA merchant. I do know. Well, I can't remember his first name. Ilicic is very good. I know they've got a good manager. They did have Christian Romero, didn't they? Obviously,
he's gone to Spurs.
Do you think we do get a midfielder, by the way, Joe?
Yeah, if I think we'll do another last minute signing deadline. I think Saul will come.
I don't think that'll be bad. I hope his health issues are a lot better than what they were for himself, and not just as a player. Obviously, I know he had trouble with his kidneys. So I do hope he's obviously all right.
Yeah, I think we'll get Saul or someone like that.
It'd be nice to get a midfielder. It'd top off like a good window, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, Atalanta might be a good team for us to play, actually.
Yeah.
Because they're quite aggressive, aren't they? The front footed.
Yeah.
And Liverpool did them, didn't they? So
yeah. United, Atalanta, and Villarreal. I nearly said Atlanta. That's America, isn't it?
Yeah.
FC Porto.
Imagine we just went in for Ronaldo.
Oh.
Can you imagine? That would be mad. That would be one of the maddest things the club has ever done.
Imagine it happened though, like the Danny Ings transfer. It just happened.
No one knew.
No one. United are using this City story. United are using this City story as a cover up whilst negotiating. Because it would never happen. United could never keep that quiet. But if it did happen, I'd love it.
Too big of a club.
Yeah, Ajax are in this. Sporting, Borussia Dortmund, and Ajax. It's looking like a good group. They're all looking like really good groups, aren't they?
Who's going to be forward of the season? It's got to be Haaland, hasn't it?
Surely.
Yeah.
There
you go.
Ronaldo or Ndidi? I'd rather get Ronaldo.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
Would you rather get Ronaldo? Would you, kind?
I'd say Ndidi.
Okay. How come?
On the basis, I suppose it's if you told me you're only getting one player now, rather getting Ronaldo or Ndidi, I would still pick Ndidi because I feel like Ronaldo's not as needed as Ndidi would be.
Yeah,
I'd love to see him at the club and stop him going to City.
Yeah,
but I feel like it's also just for the better of the club than just Ronaldo going to City.
Yeah.
And us getting Ndidi could also help us beat City to the title.
You are right there. I don't know if I'd be able to watch any. I will watch City games, obviously. Like right now, I'm feeling like I wouldn't be able to watch any City games if Ronaldo went there, though. I'd be so hurt.
Nah.
Would you rather have Ronaldo and no CDM, or get CDM and have Ronaldo at City? I'd rather have Ronaldo, mate. I really would. Like you both just said, probably CDM in it.
Why don't they just do this right? Simple. Have Edinson up until January. Say, look, Edinson, you can go now. Buy Ronaldo now. Tell Edinson up to January you'll be playing. And then after January you can go back to Uruguay. And we'll pay you out.
The trouble Ronaldo will cause if he's not playing though.
I'd play him. I'd play him on the left while Rashford's injured.
Yeah. He's back in training, Rashford. I'm not sure if it's the right time.
I do think he's kind of rushing himself back.
He always does this, and it really annoys me.
That's happened when he was injured in the past. He could have done a couple of weeks or maybe another month, and he just rushes back to play.
Hopefully he hasn't rushed himself back there. It's not an ideal situation for him to be injured because I love him. He is my favourite player at United right now. I don't know about you, but I'd hate to see him play 400 games instead of 800 games. Do you know what I mean? That's the difference with this injury. I'd say Rashford will be back for the first game after the international break. We've got Newcastle, haven't we, after that?
Yeah. Newcastle away, isn't it?
I think it's away, yeah.
Well, my favourite player is Wan-Bissaka. I love Wan-Bissaka.
I'm not, it's a very unpopular opinion, but I'm not convinced by Wan-Bissaka. I'm not. I'm willing to be proved wrong, but I'm not convinced.
I like Wan-Bissaka because I just think that, going forward he's not great, but it's what he does defensively.
I'm not sure that he's even like. It sounds daft, but I'm not sure that he's that good defensively. In his first season, he was very good, but he got caught out a lot of times last season. Even this the other day, he got caught out a few times, and it weren't great for us. But
I just think that's because so many players play right wing. We had Mata playing there last season.
Yeah.
We had Rashford at times. We had Martial at times. We had Greenwood at times. And
yeah, none of them are right wingers as well.
Yeah, exactly. So it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, and Lindelof's been injured as well. He's had a back injury, which isn't ideal. Paxton says, even Keno said this morning he played through injuries and all. That's why he was retired by 34 only. I assume that was on the Gary Neville overlap.
Yeah.
Because he was on the Gary Neville overlap this morning.
Yeah, I've not seen that. Yeah, I'm watching that tonight, actually.
I'm not going to watch that tonight. I've still got a few Gary Neville overlaps to watch. I was watching them, but I stopped for a bit. I don't know why I stopped, to be fair. Picking out the last one now.
Young boys.
I'm sure they're the whipping team, aren't they? Everyone whips them every single year. They get in it.
Did
we beat them once? I think we scored the late minute against them once.
Oh yeah, it was Jose.
Yeah,
when Fellaini scored.
The juice and threw it on the ground.
Yeah, I didn't.
I remember that was toxic atmosphere, that game.
Very.
Yeah.
A lot of games with Jose Mourinho was very toxic. The worst I've ever seen it was actually under Ole. It was against Norwich, I think it was. Have we got a good draw?
Yeah. That's a good one.
Doing it. Yes.
Come on.
Yes. Keno says we get a Sheriff. We've got Villarreal, Atalanta, BSC, Young Boys. We're going to get through. Come on. Or if we end up going back down to the Europa League, I would not like that at all.
I think we'll get top two in that.
Yeah, we've got to be finishing first in that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me go through the predictions that we went through. United, Sheriff, Zenit, Munich. So I've got none right. Jay went with United, Munich, Salzburg, Sheriff, none right again. And Kine went with United, Salzburg, Atletico, and Wolfsburg. We all got none right, but it's worked in our favour, hasn't
it? Quality.
Massively worked in our favour. Yeah, it's been a great stream, this, by the way, lads. Thank you for coming on, Perry's.
Oh, thanks for having us, mate.
No problem. Anytime, you're welcome. I've enjoyed it. I'm really starting to get into this podcast thing, like really enjoying it.
No, that's good. Oh, that's a good group, actually, that.
One thing I would want to learn is, because the lad in the group chat that I'm in is helping me do the thumbnails. I would want to learn Photoshop. I don't know the first thing about it. I've got Photoshop. Don't know the first thing about it.
I think the best thing to do with stuff like that is to look on YouTube.
Yeah.
There probably will be a couple of videos.
Yeah, there'll be loads of videos. I could have been
good at it because I had lessons in school, but I just never paid attention because at the time I just thought it was a bit boring.
Yeah.
When now I know people that are trying to do YouTube that need it, and I could with you be able to help, and I just never.
Oh yeah. No,
it's just the issue on it was
the. So Liverpool's group is Atletico, Liverpool, Porto, and AC Milan. I don't think that's easy group.
I think they could go to the Europa League. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah,
that's the right group, that, isn't it?
That is the group of them.
Yeah. It is a group of death.
Group in a set, it depends, I think, on who's.
It could get
City's group.
Oh, please be Wolfsburg. Come on, Group A.
Why did you want Wolfsburg in City's group?
It's a good team, Wolfsburg.
Oh, are they decent? I know
they're a good team.
They're a bit of a decent team. Could beat
City. I think that's a team that City is going to beat 4-0.
Wolfsburg are like their Wolves.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
I was very confused last night because I did a live stream with Kine yesterday, Jay, a podcast with him, and it was showing on my uploads, but not showing on my videos on my YouTube page, and it was very confusing. I had to wait like 12 hours for it to go on it. I thought my YouTube channel's not messed up, has it?
Is it working all right though?
Oh yeah, it's working fine now. Yeah, I'm looking forward to do more. Yeah, I feel like I was recording them and then uploading them, but I feel like interacting with the live chat and interacting with people live is just generally better.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it kind of keeps stuff going, doesn't it?
Yeah, it keeps the conversation flowing. It massively helps because obviously you're speaking to people who care about the same thing as you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like City might even get Sheriff. I feel like just to do that team dirty, they'll throw him in that group.
No, they've got Bruges.
Ooh.
They're gonna beat them, aren't they? They'll beat them.
They're a good team. They're
all
a
the
decent
teams, yeah.
Team, but I just
I think that's it now, mate.
We're gonna end the stream there. I'm sorry to end it all of a sudden. I'm gonna go, Jim. Have a nice evening, and thank you for coming on, both Khan and Jay.
Thank you, mate.
And the broadcast there. See you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for staying on, Keno and Paul.